Okay, had a little technical difficulties there. This is the first time that ever happened. That means the war is just getting strong. You know what I mean? So the enemy don't like it, but we just gonna keep going because even though he don't like it, uh, guess what? God is with us. All right, he can hate on God. We ain't got nothing to do with him. But anyway, where was I? Um, is that one person that always speaks for everybody in the group, right? Isn't that amazing? There's always that one person that speaks for everyone. Who elected that person? Nobody. But they're just the most spoken person that like to speak. Now in verse 20, right? You are demon possessed. The crowd answered. Who is trying to kill you? Now here they said the crowd said it. Let's be honest. Every time there's a crowd, they're trying to speak. There's always that one voice that speaks out the loudest, right? That starts off this thing, and then everybody just just join along. Like if you ever been in a basketball game, right? And then like there's a quiet moment. Next thing you know, somebody did something good, and then that one person started clapping, and next thing you know, everybody's clapping. It's always that one. Y'all gotta watch out that one. That one. Some of that one is like infusing positivity. There's also another one that infusing negativity. Now in this group here, they said the crowd shouted, "Who?" They said, "You are demon possessed." They're talking to Jesus. They're saying, "You are demon possessed." That was crazy. That's gotta watch out for that single person, right? At a group. Now look at what amazes you. I don't know why I put it like that, but look at what amazes. Maybe me. I don't know what I was thinking. How I wrote that, right? So Jesus in 21, Jesus said to them, "This is what amazes me, right? Look at what amazes you all." He was talking about this is Jesus talking to the crowd. He said, Jesus said to them, "I did one miracle. You are all astonished." Okay, now it makes sense. My notes weren't making sense to me. Jesus said, "I did one thing that astonished you." He did just one miracle. Now in verse 22 to 23, what did I put him in there? Have you ever got blamed for something from a person who actually does the very thing they accused you of? Yeah. So 22 to 23. Yet because Moses gave you circumcision, through actually it did not come from Moses, but from the patriarchs, his ancestors, people before him. You circumcise a child on the Sabbath. Now, if a child can be circumcised on the Sabbath so that the law of Moses may not be broken, why are you angry with me for healing the whole man on the Sabbath? Jesus got them in their own game. What he say is, so you're blaming me for healing somebody on the Sabbath, right? Now, Moses came up with the law not to do no work on the Sabbath, but you guys chose to honor your ancestors' work by circumcising people on the Sabbath. That is work too. But now you are considering circumcising other people. You are considering circumcising to be okay, but healing the man not okay. Hmm. If somebody ever blame you for something that you did, but they do the very same thing, that's what they were doing here. You know, they're basically they're telling on Jesus about something that they do themselves. You gotta be careful about people like that. I mean, I'm telling you, it's getting easier and easier to differentiate who's who nowadays. It's easy. It's getting easier. All right. The rich man story who calls other rich people who this is a story I had that kind of correlates to that. I don't know, should I say it? Well, I would say I don't care. But look, there's a rich people, right? There's a rich man story. Ask him, hey, he was complaining about other rich people, because he was trying to be modest at another country, but he was rich in his own country, but he was modest in a foreign country, trying to live modest, trying to be under the radar. But then he's out there complaining about rich people from his country, saying, "Oh, like look at all these rich people out here buying homes in foreign lands, sending their kids to do foreign studies and whatnot." But you yourself, bro, you yourself are in a foreign land. You yourself have, property in other, saying like you yourself, you are blaming other people for the very same thing you're doing. That's the story I was trying to hold back, but hey, it's out. Okay. Jesus is saying you need to read between the lines. Put your thinking cap on verse 24. This is what Jesus is saying. Stop judging by mere appearances and make the right judgment. Stop judging by mere appearances and make the right judgment. Mm. You know, there's I'm gonna quote one of the presidents again. This president doesn't really get a lot of quotation as much that he should, because he was one of the greatest presidents here in the United States. He said, I'm gonna let y'all figure out who said it. Okay, I'm not gonna say his name, but I'm gonna let y'all do a little research if y'all interested in stuff I be talking about. But there's a president who used to say, you could trust it, when people tell you things. It's good to trust. You could trust them, but verify. He said, trust and verify. That's your homework right there. If you're gonna find out who said that. But anyways, that's very true about even people. Sometimes it's good. It's good to trust, but it's also good to verify. Now we're at the end. We had to do a two take on this one because the enemy came and just stopped my video. So, but I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna redo it. No, I'm gonna make it two part. We're gonna upload it two part. That's how we're gonna do it. Um, the word that I have for you today is diligent. Diligent. All right. Diligent means hardworking, serious in your work. I have a sentence for you. It goes, Yeshua diligently served our God Father, our God the Father. That's a word. Yeshua diligently served our Father God. That's one. Another sentence I have, Erica was recognized for her diligent dedication in making sure everyone was treated equally. Okay, that's another word for diligent there. Erica was recognized for her diligent dedication in making sure everyone was treated equally. Okay. All right. Now build your word game up with Tango Shepherd. Peace.